watching the 2025 SCAC Fall Media Days. Today, we're taking a dive into the Hendrix College women's soccer program. The Warriors will be led as they head into the season under the guidance of head coach Jeff Trimble, along with leadership from senior forward Madison Lampkin. And Coach Maddie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Coach, we'll open up with you. Heading into this 12th season as the head coach of this Warriors women's soccer program, you've had some outstanding success. The all-time leader in terms of wins in the program there at Hendrix. You've had 5 10-plus win seasons, including 2 of your last 3 in that category. I'm just interested kind of where you've seen the biggest growth with your program over these last few seasons. Just how excited are you to be back at the start of a new year and jumping into this new era here back in the SCAC?
Yeah, very excited to be back in the SCAC. Heard a lot about the league. You know, my first years here were in the SAA, and I'm very excited. I think the progress or the progression of our program has been built upon the atmosphere of our program. We talk a lot about big sisters. We talk a lot about welcoming. We talk a lot about support. And I think that is the foundation of a good program. You know, you love the talent, you love the goal scoring, you love the excitement, you love the wins, of course. But we talk a lot about the leadership we have here and the seniors making the sophomores and freshmen feel welcome. Therefore, when the freshmen and sophomores are seniors, they feel welcome. And we've gotten in kind of a pattern of that. And I think that lends a lot to the success of our program.
Maddie, coming into this season, I know it's a big year for you, your senior year. So much excitement there in Conway. Obviously, the return into the SCAC. I'm just interested kind of in your mindset coming into this senior preseason. And give me a little bit of a vibe check with the group right now. How is the team starting to come together early on in this season?
I think we are super excited to see a bunch of new challenges this year. We played some of these teams before and gotten a little bit of a scope on things and how we're going to do. And we're just excited to just upset a few teams a little bit and make some differences and make sure that people don't underestimate the talent and the skill that we have.
You know, Coach, every year, as you know, in college is a new season. No team is the same. So as you've sort of gathered this roster together for the 2025 season, what's sort of been the message early on in this preseason as you sort of set the foundation and get this group prepared to go into 2025?
Yeah, the message has been, in all honesty, we I think finished last year with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. We were struggling to score some goals, and I have a big part of my team back. So it was a very important spring for us. Very important spring. We like to really rely on our leadership on this team. We have, I think, 6 or 7 freshmen coming in, but we have a lot of our talent is our upperclassmen. And like I said, we are trying to attack a little bit better. And we defended real well last year, but kind of the goal this year is to kind of put it together a little bit more and be consistent, but be consistently dangerous more than we were last year, to be honest with you.
Maddie, you've had an outstanding career to this point. It's remarkable just looking over your numbers, having started 49 of the 52 games you've played in at your career there, racking up 18 goals, 7 assists, 43 total points, a multiple-time all-conference performer throughout your career, really a major impact player within this program. I'm interested, what just continues to motivate you, and what have you continued to work on to grow your confidence coming into this senior year?
Something that motivates me as a player is just like seeing the reward of my teammates and my friends around me and just having that safe and happy environment of, you know, it's okay if we don't win all the time, but we went out there and we played as hard as we could. And that's what really matters. Something that I have continued to work on would probably be being positive. We spent a lot of time this summer focusing on positive leadership and how positivity works throughout the team. So just taking everything that comes at me and understanding that I'm blessed to be able to move my body and to get up and do all these kinds of things that sometimes other people aren't as fortunate to do. And so that continues to motivate me to be the leader I am and the player I am.
Coach, we're fired up here at the conference office with Hendrix coming back into the SCAC for the first time since 2011. It's going to be a fresh look for SCAC fans. Talk a little bit about what this team is bringing to the table. What's the style of play that you like to see out there on the field? What are some things you hope to be consistent within this group, regardless of result, match in and match out?
Well, I'll be honest, I was a goalkeeper in college, so defending is a big deal to me. I'm sure it's a big deal to everybody, but I've learned more and more that we want to have exciting, fun soccer. When we enter the offensive third, I've given Maddie and the other forwards free rein to be creative, have some fun, go at people. We don't need to be bogged down and try to do too much in the offensive third other than attack. And we want to be a little bit more bold with that this year. I will brag a little bit about Maddie. She has been a leader on this team, and she also has been probably her hardest critic. So when she says she wants to learn to be more positive, that's a big uplifting moment for me, because she has to learn to give herself some grace, and she's learned to do that. And I think that will reflect in how we play, especially offensively.
Finally, Maddie, as we wrap up with you, when classmates, peers across campus, fans, supporters of this program here, Hendrix College women's soccer, what do you hope that they associate that with? And what are some of the goals that you and your teammates have heading into this 2025 season?
I hope that when people see us, they associate us with like a hard-working women's team, making different records for ourselves and breaking new records on this campus and across the SCAC. And just a powerful and comfortable place to be around. I hope that people feel welcome to come to our games and excited to come see us.
What's your goals?
And then I think my goals would be to teach the leaders below me to, not be scared to take risks either on the field or off the field, and to just help create that kind of community. And then just to finish strong this year, to help people to, I guess, just challenge this conference and, just not be underestimated, because we're newcomers.
And finally, Coach, as we wrap up with you, just giving you the final word here, setting the table, getting our fans fired up and ready to go as we get prepared for the start of this 2025 season. What are some things that you're looking forward to most that you want to share with these folks as we head into the opener here in 2025?
Well, this is the best time of year, right? This is when we're all getting ready, and we're getting into the hardest time of the year, which is probably the week before we start playing games. And so the what to expect, very competitive, hardworking soccer. We want to win games. Let's be honest. Every coach is going to say that, but we have high expectations. No promises, but we want to be – I told the girls this conference is going to be very evenly matched. And so when we end the game, we're going to get on the bus, and we're going to look at the scores from around the conference. And it's going to be fun to see how the matchups work out week after week after week. So that's what I'm looking forward to, a good competitive conference, and hopefully we make a mark, and they can expect us to be highly competitive and work very hard.
The Hendrix College women's soccer program. Again, the Warriors are led by head coach Jeff Trimble, along with leadership from senior forward Madison Lampkin. The Warriors and Coach Trimble will open up the 2025 campaign when they take on Arlington Baptist on August 29th. Coach, Maddie, thanks so much for your time today. Best of luck as you head forward out the rest of the season.
Thank you, Russell. Appreciate it.